Hello, everybody. Welcome to the EvoTech Podcast. My name is Greencat, and today we have the other co-host.
Catisonline.
As well, we have our two guests for the week, which is, first we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Stu himself. Say hi, Stu.
Yep, hi, hello.
And the newest EvoTech member we have, it's Niner over here.
Hey, how's it going?
So the way this podcast is going to work, just a little introduction. We're typically going to do a topic every week. This first week, we don't have a set topic, just to introduce the idea to the audience here. As well, the same two, me and Kat will be a part of the podcast every week, and we will have 2 to 3 other guests for each week. All right, let's start it off. Stu, what do you got for us?
Sure, I can tell the origins of EvoTech. Not always like a gaming group, I guess. Like that's kind of in the name, right? So like EvoTech SMP is what we're kind of known as on like some certain social medias. So basically, a homie named Sean, or the Minecraft avatar on YouTube, he kind of like, I guess like founded it, sort of created the group with a bunch of his friends, and then sort of started bringing in other people as well. So, you know, initially it was just with his people that he knew in person, which like I happen to be one of them, since I went to middle school with him, and then we went to different high schools. Formed this little friend group where we like played on a Minecraft server, and I decided to record it as we, you know, we're calling it an SMP basically, and SMPs were pretty popular at the time, so like, you know, I figured I could record it and post it for people to watch and see if people were interested in that sort of thing. And it just sort of grew from there and became what it is today, I guess. So,
Well, I've got a question following up with that.
yeah, for sure.
What do you think the future of SMPs is going to look like?
Oh, gosh. Like all SMPs or just
Yeah.
like... So I've seen actually a lot more activity with SMPs on Twitch. Just because, like, you know, Minecraft has sort of resurfaced in recent years, and as far as YouTube videos, I don't think SMPs do really well, but I think they do well on Twitch because it's just like a place where popular Minecraft streamers can just hang out with other popular Minecraft streamers and, you know, just mess around on a server together, and they don't have to like go on a public server or whatever. It's just like very convenient for them.
Do you think that it's because of the crowd just happens to be you don't watch SMPs on YouTube, or do you actually think that there's more on Twitch?
I don't think it's like an audience thing. I think it's just like people haven't been watching YouTube like SMP videos, and so YouTube doesn't recommend them as much, I guess. Like it's just lost its popularity as a trend.
I would say that like Let's Plays altogether too have kind of lost their popularity.
Yeah, for sure. I think Minecraft videos now are a lot about essentially meme, but also, you know, I've seen speedrunning come up recently, so like that's why I've been doing that on my Twitch channel. But like it would probably be better for me to post stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm not good at it, so yeah, probably not.
Complete a run to post that.
Yeah. No, I've seen a lot of that coming up. You know, I've seen a lot of videos where it's like Minecraft, but all of the resources are IKEA logos or something like that. Like just something stupid. What else? Like Minecraft, but every block you mine generates a random item. I don't know. It's just different stuff like that. I don't know why people are interested in that right now, but like anything that's playing Minecraft with a twist is super popular for people, which I don't understand where it came from, but yeah, that's the thing. So
I'll let you know what I've been recently watching on the YouTubes in the Minecraft category. I've been falling asleep to Minecraft UHC players, and a lot of times they'll put a twist in, which gets them more views, of course.
Right.
And, yeah. So let me think. Who do I watch? Like Wisp, Tap L, the crafting table command.
Oh, I watched that video. He did one because people made fun of him with how many crafting tables he made. So he made a UHC that whoever had the least amount of crafting tables at certain intervals would get killed.
Bro, that's ridiculous. Yeah, no, I was watching Grazer from the Cube for a while, and then he started making those videos because those popped off for him.
Mhm.
Like Minecraft UHC, but here's a twist, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I think with Cube UHC and stuff like that, he definitely got a lot of followers from that, and so he started like doing little Minecraft UHCs with twists to see how that would work, and it just sort of blew up. So I've definitely seen a lot of that as well.
Niner, I have a question for you actually,
Yes.
because we don't talk very often. So what's
No, we
like
don't.
your history with YouTube stuff?
YouTube, I haven't really myself done anything like on YouTube. I really got into content stuff when after like I met you guys and I knew that you guys started streaming. It probably started around whenever I met Stu and I found out that he was doing stuff like with videos. I just recently started streaming like maybe 3 months ago, so not that much experience with it. I mean, I watch YouTube daily, but other than that, that's about it. Well, I mean, there's like one video I'm in on YouTube that was like me in like 2013 playing GTA with a friend, but other than that, it's like 5 minutes long and it's not very good.
Was it like squeaker voice, like, "Hey guys, welcome to my
Oh,
GTA
100%.
Let's Play"?
100%, yeah.
Not really squeaker voice, but like definitely young me being stupid on GTA 5. So
I have a ton of that out there. Like, there's a channel I lost access to that's literally me when
Oh
I'm
no!
like
Mhm.
6th grade, like really high pitched.
oh no.
I
The
can't.
only
Yeah.
the only way for you to get rid of that is to just like repeatedly copyright strike it.
There's no way I can get rid of it without getting back into that account and deleting the account.
Yeah.
Oh yikes.
And we know Kat has her own To the End and Back series, which
Oh, yeah.
is like
What?
definitely squeaker moments in there.
What do you mean? My voice is the same as it was then.
No, it's
No.
not.
The other bad part about mine is because like I filmed it with like the pirated edition of Fraps as well as on a laptop.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
like 5 frames a second. Like,
Yo, Green Cat exposed pirating software.
yeah, who didn't in those days though?
Yeah, no. I've considered like privating those videos just because people go back and they watch through your videos, and I've seen this about like Dream, which is why I don't know if you know who that is, Minecraft YouTuber, but like he basically privated a lot of his old videos because he thought that people would watch back his old videos and it would give him a bad representation of
Mhm.
like his content.
Well, what are all your thoughts about that? Because I'm fine with my videos staying up there because I put them up there, and at the time I was proud of them. I would not say I'm proud of them now, but
Right.
for where they were, for where I was at the time, I would have said this is a good thing. I'm proud of this, and I'm fine keeping that up there because at the time I was proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, people can argue that like they want those old videos to look back on, right? They want to be able to see the growth that they've made in the difference between back then and what they make now, which I definitely agree. I think that there are definitely some videos on my channel that don't belong there and that I need to probably private and like, try and define what really my channel needs to be. Because right now it's in a weird place.
So you
It's
need
all
to
over the
prune
place.
it.
I wouldn't say prune it. It's more like giving it identity by leaving the videos that mark my journey. There are some other weird videos that are just like there that I was like, I'll upload it because I just don't know what else to do with it. So I don't know. I think I first need to find my niche on YouTube because that's my current struggle right now, which I'm sure I've talked to Green Cat a lot about
Oh yeah.
before. But yeah, it's in a weird spot at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm kind of fine leaving my stuff up because every time I've done YouTube, like for a consistent amount of time, I've made a new channel to do it just to try and like reboost like the YouTube algorithm jazz, right? Because newer channels get higher priority. So it's kind of nice having those on separate channels to be able to go look back at different eras of when I attempted YouTube, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. That was definitely like, I tried to attempt to upload on that second channel. Like basically what happened was it ended up that like I would upload on there a lot, and then my main channel just started to suffer because I wasn't able to post videos on the main channel. So in order for me to try and grow the main channel, I moved those videos back to the main channel, but I still feel like it's two different things that I'm trying to post on the same channel, and that's not the way to go usually. So
You ever gonna get into YouTube, Niner? You gonna
I've definitely thought about it. I don't know exactly what I would do. I've thought about doing gaming stuff because like I've always wanted to do that. Like especially from a young age, like was my freshman year, I was actually helping one of my friends do YouTube stuff because we were actually going to make a movie for a project, and this program was like project based learning. So we were going to do this like whole movie thing. It was like a murder mystery. It didn't end up working because the people that were in it couldn't be there all the time. So none of that actually got released onto YouTube, sadly. But if I were to do anything, I don't know if it like I want to do gaming, but then I also I'm very into fitness and like stuff like that. So I kind of want to do that, but then I'm like, you know what, people like this.
right.
So I'm just really not sure. I mean, I used to edit, like help my friend edit stuff a lot, but my editing skills aren't as good as they used to be. That's probably my biggest thing is editing and making time for that, especially working, you know, a 7 to 3:30 job. So
Right. And I just want to give my input on that. I think, especially if you're like first starting out, for me, it's kind of different because I've been doing this for, oh my God, like 6 years, I think. And so it's like I'm having like a midlife crisis for my channel and trying to figure out my identity or whatever. But like for you just starting out, it gives you the opportunity to experiment a little bit, right? Like so you could try out like a gaming video, see how that does, try out a fitness video and see how that does, you know what I mean? Like just doing a bunch of different things and seeing what works. And then, you know, if something does or performs better than like the other stuff, then maybe you could take that and be like, okay, maybe let's do more of that and see what else I can do from that, you know, like make more content like that.
I don't necessarily agree with that because I think you should do what you enjoy doing or else you will get burnt
100%.
out of it real quick.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you should make any content you don't want to make, right? Like, you know, just I get the feel of having like a billion different things that you want to do, and trying to figure out which one of those that you should, right? So
I would say like I very much both enjoy them both a lot. I mean, because you know I wanted to go to school for exercise science, body fitness, stuff like that. That's been a passion of mine since like my junior year in high school, especially whenever I started, you know, like, hey, I can do this. I'm good at it. I want to turn this into a career. But then I was also interested in like game design and stuff like that. So I've always been clashing in between those two. And like with that, I'm like, would I want to do gaming more or would I want to do exercise stuff more? And like I understand like with some things, yeah, people are gonna like this more. Like, oh hey, maybe I'll try these things, maybe it'll help me, maybe it'll get me fit, you know. And other things like with gaming, like, oh hey, I didn't know this was in the game, or hey, this is something interesting. And just overall, you know, I am conflicting on what I would like to do more.
Right.
You could be a Kugo the Mighty type and do both gaming and fitness.
I have seen that done before, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube is really interesting, though. Like, you have to find this healthy balance between you doing what you like to do and what you like to see and meshing to the YouTube algorithm. And that part really sucks because I would just make the same videos like that I want to make forever if I could. But to an extent, you have to give a little bit away to the YouTube algorithm if you want anyone to actually see those videos.
Right.
You keep talking about the YouTube algorithm as if it's its own like living identity. So Green, what do you mean by conform to the YouTube algorithm?
I mean, you just gotta do the YouTube things, right? You gotta be like, oh, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and like, you gotta do all those like little things, or like certain things fall out of relevancy and come back into relevancy, right? Like longer videos, right? Sometimes I just want to make like a 5-minute video, you know? It keeps people's attention all the way through because it's not long. You're not committing a ton of time to it. However, because YouTube can't run as many ads on that, they suppress that in the algorithm. It's like things like that where I want to do stuff a certain way, but I know that by doing that, my video isn't going to be as seen.
Well, that's why a lot of people make second channels, right?
Yeah.
Because they'll do what they need to on the main channel, and then they'll do what they want to. They really want to, but can't on the second channel.
That's why I really like unus annus, though, is because the whole concept is like, we don't care if we get demonetized or striked or anything like this, because they just make stuff to make stuff.
Right.
Right? Because it's all going away in like 70 days or whatever.
Yeah, it is getting pretty close, yeah.
What is all going away? Please fill me in.
Unus annus,
The channel.
Never heard.
As Markiplier and crankgameplays?
Frank, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be initiated. Go on, tell me about unus
So-
annus.
Like, the premise is like, they started a channel where the whole thing is the beginning of the video is how much time is left, right? At the end of a year, they're deleting the channel. So they're making a video a day for an entire year on the channel, but they can do any topic since it's all going away. Like their first video, actually I shouldn't say that. But their first video is, something that definitely doesn't fly if it was on like their individual channels. I remembered one of the rules of the podcast, sorry.
Yeah. Crazy
Which
that was
rule?
their first video.
I want to know which rule you remembered.
Number 2. Or was it
I
What was number
see.
2?
whichever one? The profanity one.
Ah.
That's 3.
That's 3, alright.
Oh.
Or she got him down pat, unless she has him in front of her.
Nah.
Like a notepad.
I went into this thinking, okay, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say like, I'm gonna ask people questions,
you
I'm not
just
gonna
did.
talk too much.
You just did.
Yeah.
When?
Before that.
Like
5 seconds ago.
right
Oh my
now.
gosh, I've ruined it, guys. I'm not doing too hot.
You all want to hear the
Story.
time I broke my wrist?
Ooh.
That's a
Ooh,
fun
sure,
one.
sure.
Yeah. So, it was finals week. All right. I was in my second day of finals. This was, let's see, December 2018, I want to say. Like, I was still in high school, right? So, finals week, we were in an engineering class. And we like built these model rockets, right? So, you know, you put them on the thing, we put like the rocket booster engine thing, it was really high up in the sky.
Mhm.
So, part of the, like, that was our final pretty much. And part of the final is if you were able to run and catch it, you got extra credit. So, it's our turn, me and my group mates. We launched the rocket and I start running. However, I wasn't really processing my running in my brain. Like, the ground was uneven. I was kind of running faster than I realized I was running. And I totally just, like, fell and ate it right onto my wrist.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh no, man.
Yeah. And then my other group mate saw me, kept running and laughing as she went and didn't even catch the rocket. Like, our parachute didn't even deploy,
Wow.
so I wouldn't have been able to catch it anyway.
So it just careened down to the floor and it would have hit you.
Ugh.
I think you should have tried.
I
I
did,
wish-
but I fell and I was in pain.
Oh man.
That's tough.
The worst
Yeah,
part
it's-
about it is everyone that I talked to about it was like, nah, that's not broken. So I went an entire day. Like, I even went to Sonic that night and worked an entire shift
Oh
with a
my
broken
God.
wrist.
Oh, jeez. Whenever you
that's
first started this,
painful.
I thought you were gonna say that the actual rocket came down and like the cap like hit you in the wrist.
No.
That would have been a
No.
much cooler story.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would have been
agreed.
probably
Why
a lot
didn't you
more
change it?
painful.
Yeah, or what if you put an explosion in there? Like the rocket came down, exploded, and hurt your wrist.
Actually, there was one good thing about the rocket is everyone was too busy focusing about like the rocket going up that literally the only person that saw it was the other person running with me, and everyone else was looking up at the rocket because, you know, that's way cooler than some guy falling, you know?
Okay, but now you just have a broken hand and no one knows.
Yeah. I think
Wait, you got it fixed though, right? Like,
yeah,
No, it's still broken.
That's not how that works.
I have a metal plate in my wrist now.
Do you actually?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
Interesting.
The cyborg man.
yeah. It's awesome.
is
Is
it
it
a
right
problem
hand,
at the airport?
Right or left?
It's been kind of that's the left one first off, and it's been kind of disappointing because like, do you ever like want something to be a problem? I was like, it's gonna show, like I was at the airport, like soon after I'd got the metal plate in, and I was just like the entire time I was like, it's gonna show up, they're gonna pull me to the side, it's gonna show up, and then I go through and it didn't show up, and I was like, well, all right, I kind of hyped myself up for a
Wow.
poor experience, and
Anticlimactic.
I was disappointed.
Yeah, that does remind me of some high school experiences I've had. Glad we're all out of there.
Yeah.
But during my high school, I had the same teacher for 2 years in a row. So her name, we will go with, to not dox her, Mrs. S.
Oh,
For no particular reason. It's just that's a good letter. Maybe her name started with it. You might, maybe. And this woman,
I think it's a good letter.
you do? Okay. Yeah. I
I mean,
agree.
it's not because my name starts with it either. But like,
Oh, okay.
Hypocrite.
Anyways, this was my favorite teacher. She always said, "Oh yeah, that's solid," and like, "You're doing a solid job." I was a big fan of her. She was terrified of birds, so I knew 2 things about her. She was cool, and she's terrified of birds, and she liked to make jokes. That's 3 things actually. I can't count.
but math is hard.
Well, this was English class, not math. You could tell I was doing well in English, not math.
Yeah.
And it was the 2nd year, and we were reading the book Lord of the Flies, and there was nothing to do. I had already read the book because, if you're a bookworm kid, you accidentally like read the whole thing while the class is still reading. So I had like a little tablet in front of me, and I mentioned in passing to Mrs. S that I could throw something together about this book to make people like remember it. And I ended up creating a meme, and it's on my 2nd channel, and I gave it to her, and she did not actually watch it first in my class. She watched it in a separate period, and I heard stories about this because she laughed at it for the entire period. So she would be trying to teach, and she'd still be laughing about this meme. And this meme is like the shooting stars meme, but like from the movie, it's the belly dancing, like looking kid going crazy. Because these kids in Lord of the Flies are just living their life on an island with no rules. And she now, I found out 2 years later in my comp sci class, I was a senior. One of my comp sci friends, a guy who sat next to me, said, "Yeah, I just saw this really funny meme today. I gotta show you it." And he pulls it up. He's like, "Yeah, my English teacher showed me this." And like, it was the funniest thing. And you know what? It was my meme.
You were like, I know
Wow.
that video.
Yeah, so apparently it's like a thing. So people at my church like have seen the video if they've taken her class.
Oh my god.
So it's something that is still catching up to me.
Ah,
Nice.
wow.
You'll never live it down.
I won't.
So I assume we're talking about high school experiences then.
Oh yeah. Go away.
Okay.
No, sorry.
So-
Go ahead. That's go away. Is me.
Wow. Okay.
I
All
guess like I need you to leave. We can't have any of
Yeah.
this toxicity.
All right. So you have 2 choices. You can talk about the time that I got to go in a pond at school, or you can talk about the time I like utterly destroyed a fence.
Ooh.
Don't give us choices.
Pond?
I want to hear the pond.
You hear the
Yeah.
pond? Okay. So my freshman year, I was in. This is still the project-based learning program. We got to go and actually catch fish for a project. And so as I went out into this, like I had to get in different clothes and everything. I wore my old Converse shoes, and they were just, they were all, they're all messed up and everything. It's like, yeah, it'll be fine. So I get to go in this pond. It's so cold. It's like fall. It's around Halloween. The water's so cold. Get in there, we get a couple fish and everything, and don't really think much about it to, check our shoes or anything. So we get ready to go back to class, and we gotta go inside. They're like, hey, we're like really, really dirty, so we're like, we need to clean up. And they're like, yeah, just go to the locker room and everything. Or like, get cleaned up and go to class. We'll give you a note and everything. And so I put my shoes in my football locker, not thinking anything about it, and get cleaned up, go to class. About I didn't even think about taking my shoes out of there. About a week later,
oh my god,
go to get my football pads out, and a snake comes out of my locker. All the football guys are like, "It's a snake!"
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, what? And I look at my shoe. I'm like, oh, wait. I'm like, it was a small snake. I'm guessing that like either like an egg was just somehow in my shoe, or something was in there, or it just so happened to get in my shoe and I didn't notice it.
There's a snake in my shoe.
Oh, you beat me at it.
my
Oh,
shoe.
I was gonna do the same joke. I was waiting for my opportunity.
But so after this happened, like everyone's like freaking out. I'm like, okay, we gotta catch the snake. So I catch the snake. Like this is after football practice, and so we're like, you know what? It'd be kind of funny. Let's go put this in our friend's car, who was extremely terrified of snakes.
Wow.
So go in it. We put it in his car, right on his dash. He is just walking to his. He's our quarterback. Yeah, he is our quarterback. He walks out to his car. He's just chilling in his car, and then he sees it and he goes, like, we just see him get up. He throws his football pads out. He like just absolutely sprints out, and he's just screaming. He's like, "Why is there a snake in my car?" I'm like, "We don't know, bro. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's a snake in your car?" We go there. We could not find the snake. It was just gone. Pretty sure it like died in his car.
Oh,
But,
that's
like,
so sad.
He was freaking out so much. He's like, "Guys, you have to find this thing." I'm like, "We're sorry, bro. We can't find it." So that is the story of how a snake got into my shoe, and then we tormented one of our friends with it at the high school.
Homie probably burned his whole car.
He drove home, but he was super, super paranoid. But turns out he found it a year later.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yep, found the
Still
little
alive.
skeleton of it as he was cleaning out the car.
Now,
Minor
Stuart,
Yeah.
Snake wrangler.
it's
Okay.
it's been a long time since high school.
It has. Yes.
However, I'm wondering if there is any stories you might recall.
Oh, good lord. Okay. Yes, I do have one. And any like IRL people that listen to this, like people that like know me,
you?
that probably follow EvoTech, but just like this is what I'm known for. All right. Like literally everyone in school repeated this famous line to me. Okay, all right. So I was a theater kid in high school. Literally, I pretty much was in like every single play, musical, whatever, right? There was even one where like I was in two of them that were on the same day, and I was the only one that was the crossover between the two of them. So yeah. Anyways, so I think it was freshman year. Bye Bye Birdie. It was Bye Bye Birdie, and I was like a young boy, like little brother of the main character, I think. And I was in a cowboy outfit all the time, and I tried to talk in like a southern accent, right? And there's this one scene where I'm supposed to bring a newspaper to my dad, right? And it's supposed to be funny because I bring him the newspaper and it's cut out, like there are articles that are cut out, and so he just looks through the newspaper and there's nothing there, right? But one fateful night, I was getting into my character so much before I walked on stage that I forgot to grab the newspaper before walking on. So I walked on stage. Halfway down the stairs of like the set stairs, I realized that I forgot it. And so I realized also that now I have to improv somehow to get past this little moment, but make it funny at the same time, right? So I walk right up to the guy who's playing my father, and I say, forgot your paper, Paul. And he plays it out, and the scene carries on as usual. But everyone thought it was so funny, and so throughout, I kid you not, throughout my all the way like past my senior years, the line "forgot your paper, Paw" was repeated to me because of that one little moment where I forgot one prop.
There you go.
I thought you were just gonna pantomime, like handing him a paper,
No.
but no, you're just like,
No,
man,
I'm an
go have
improv
it.
master, okay? Even as a freshman, I'd already done improv classes, right? So I was prepared. So I just went for it.
So
And
is it
it
just-
worked out pretty well.
A running theme with you, Stu, that like one funny thing happens with you and it's just repeated and eternalized forever in your
I
existence.
don't know why. It's because people just like making fun of me, and apparently it's fun for everyone else. I guess.
I mean, it's pretty
I
easy.
don't know. All right, thanks, dude. Yeah. No, but yeah, that was definitely a recurring theme in high school and throughout, like past up till now in EvoTech, where I'm constantly a meme for everything that I do.
Stu hungry.
So, yep. It's fine.
Sometimes it's not even things you do; it's just things that happen to you too.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Like you didn't choose to get donated hunger every single second.
Nope. Yep. Someone just decided to do it, and then everyone decided to do it along with them.
Well-
And
It was premeditated, and I don't know if you know that.
was it?
It was.
Someone
It was
before
a
the
whole
event was like, you know what?
campaign.
I'm gonna give Stu.
It was a
hunger."
campaign to make you hungry. I'm not even joking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because of all this, I'm gonna need someone to make an art of me just crying in bed at night with the words "Stu is hungry" next to it.
It's all
Me
the other
crying
about
'cause,
technicians over him in his bed, like.
Nah, we need
Stu
fan art of
hungry.
that of your story now.
Oh, okay.
Forgot your paper, paw.
Yeah. No. Literally, like any. If you say those words to anyone that I knew in high school, they'll know what you meant. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm not okay. Listen, I'm not flexing, right? But like,
Okay.
I was pretty well known because of the theater stuff,
Hmm.
and so a lot of people, like pretty much everyone that I knew, would just repeat that to me and like tease me about it. So
Humble
Oh, yeah.
brag?
yeah,
Just
so,
a quick,
yeah, just a
quick flex.
quick flex. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Not to brag,
Um,
but I have like 60 whole subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm pretty well known around these parts.
Actually, me the first year of YouTube, I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
thank you guys so much for 25 subscribers. Oh my gosh, that's such a big number. Yeah, so
Yeah, but have you
here
ever
I
been
am
in,
with like
the same
times
place
100.
as like 25 people? You know,
what?
have you ever been in like the same place? Like 25 people is a lot if you look at 25 people.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
class.
Yeah, that's like a class. That's a whole class in high school or something that you're like
Yeah.
that are subscribed to you.
Stu, what you just said is like me about to hit Twitch 100 Twitch subscribers or not subs followers.
Followers. Hey, I mean that's not bad though.
Yeah.
Which is hard. So
I'm kind of a big deal around these parts.
that's me anytime anyone's like, yo, how well do you do on YouTube? And I'm like, well, I have almost 2.5 thousand subscribers. But
Is that what you lead with?
yeah.
How many are active?
You,
No,
you
it's
just...
not what I lead with. That's
Okay.
no. Imagine though, and just be like, yeah, numbers. Here are my stats. Nah.
Oh my.
I get 2 average views on my Twitch stream, so
I actually don't. I'm up to like 6 now.
oh yeah, you're probably
Pretty
which
big
is-
around these parts.
Actually, like 6 is, and I'm not trying to flex, but 6 is like a better than average number. So that's what I'm trying to aim for right now, because a lot of people on Twitch are like 5 and under, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you're in that range, it's sort of like, I don't know. It's hard to get more viewers though. It's not easy, especially because Twitch doesn't have a lot of discoverability. They're just like, oh yeah, a bunch of people are playing this game, so if you want to watch them, then like here they are listed by viewer.
Yo, imagine
But this is
having
why-
viewers.
Listen, this is why I tell you that you need to make a YouTube channel, because then you can grow a platform somewhere else and bring them to Twitch.
That's
Okay.
true.
But I don't watch a YouTuber that I watch Twitch with. To me, those are separate entities.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
I mean,
so a
well-
YouTuber has never been able to bring me to their Twitch.
I think it's probably because they don't promote it,
No, that is not.
or they don't have one.
They have one.
Okay.
And in many cases, I feel like. I follow your Twitch, Lord,
Yeah.
but that is because of EvoTech. That is not because your YouTube channel convinced me to.
I mean, okay, I'm not saying like you can still get followers through Twitch as well, right? But like because YouTube is a great place for discoverability and as well as like other social medias, like freaking TikTok, like people will make audiences on TikTok and then move to Twitch. It's just like, you know, Twitch just doesn't have a lot of good tools for finding people or for getting found. And so it's like if you make audiences elsewhere and then bring those people to your Twitch, that's a great way of like growing it.
I don't respect TikTok so much that I've genuinely considered trying to become TikTok famous just to prove how easy it is.
Just for the memes, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's crazy how big it is, I guess. Because I just thought it was like, oh, people post dance videos and like that's it, right? But it's a lot more than that. I don't know. It's kind of insane the discoverability that it has on there.
I don't personally watch TikToks, but I'm aware of the memes more than you all are because they get to me in other ways. So like on Instagram, if someone really likes a TikTok video, they repost it.
I feel like because I've been, you know, I avoided posting on TikTok because of the ban and whatever. But then that was repealed. Like what was it? Microsoft bought it out or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I've been considering like trying to make more posts on there because then I can, you know, build an audience on there and then bring it to my other platforms. But the biggest thing is like, in order to make good content, you have to consume content as well. And I can't last a long time on TikTok. I literally watch stuff and I'm like, this is bad. I hate this. Please give me something good. Like, I don't know. I like funny stuff. I'll watch some good singing TikToks. I've seen some of those, but a majority of the stuff that's on there, I just don't like. It's just like, I don't know. It's very small brain, and I'm looking for big forehead TikToks.
Will give TikTok this though. Their algorithm is something else. Like
100%. Yeah.
Okay, because YouTube, I accidentally click on like a how to cook in the woods with nothing but your bare hands video once, and then like I'm getting a bunch of survival wilderness videos for the next 2 months. Right? And I didn't even care. Like one time I watched like some baseball highlights like once, and I was like, wow, that was interesting, but I don't want any more of that. And it was literally just baseball for a good half a year.
Yeah.
Right. TikTok actually, their stuff does really cater to you. So if you do look up stuff that you do like, you will just be getting recommended that. I just can't get over the fact that it was originally Musical.ly, how much people bullied people for using Musical.ly, but now that it's TikTok, they're like, oh no, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's like, it's still
Kinda
at
weird.
its core stealing other people's music and just pantomiming like, ooh, look at me, I'm doing dance. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. There are creative people on TikTok, the ones that do make the funny memes. I do like those people, but
Yeah, I
just-
follow a couple of friends on there.
at its
that are
core, it's still just Musical.ly.
The biggest thing, like with all platforms, like even like including TikTok, you know, Twitch and YouTube, is that most of them, people that get that fame or like become like popular because that most of it is because of exposure. I feel like exposure is the biggest thing. And I mean, yeah, you know, someone might like this and be like, oh, hey, you know, check this out and, you know, check this out. But for a lot of people, that doesn't happen. Some people just happen to see it. And then I feel like certain people that grow like a lot shouldn't necessarily grow that much compared to like some people's stuff is really, really good, but they don't grow at all.
Yeah. Sometimes the difference between that though can be the amount of work that they put into it, because certain social media is definitely, you have to put in the research and it like implement skills that are learned by a lot of people, you know, because there are strategies that have been proven to work for certain things. you know?
Yeah. I mean, and I get that, but I still feel like there's certain people who like got to that part that just don't deserve it compared to other people.
Right.
I would say that there's a semblance of luck in each of those things. There's not just going to be one perfect strategy that will 100% of the time get you to where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. But if there was, then like everyone would be famous, which would mean no one was famous, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there is because I hate the luck when I'm trying to make YouTube videos, right? Like, oh, is this just going to be a popular topic one day and then it's going to pop off? But
Right.
on the other hand, if everyone had like million subscribers, it wouldn't be like a milestone anymore. It would just be,
Yeah.
I don't know, normalized and not a big deal.
I think I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there is luck involved, right? But like, I think the difference between people who fail at it and people who succeed at it is like the effort that's put into it. Because if someone posts a few videos, let's say a few videos a week for like a couple months, and then they're like, okay, it's not working out, right? Compared to the person that's like constantly posting videos and like over a year suddenly starts growing or whatever. I don't know. I just think that's a huge difference there. You know, like I've been doing a lot of watching YouTube videos as far as like how to improve your stream, how to make videos, how to edit better, how to blah blah blah. So like there's a lot of resources to use and stuff like that, but yeah, it definitely is really hard.
It's also hard to know who to trust in that aspect, though.
That is true.
That's fair. Yeah.
And
What
see,
do you sorry, go ahead.
That's my biggest problem, like why I haven't started like a YouTube channel or anything, is because like, yeah, I know not everyone, it doesn't work for everyone, but like I feel like if I really wanted to do it and put all the work and time into it, I feel like I could do it. But the thing is, if it doesn't work out, I get very discouraged very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, there's gonna be comments and stuff like that, but I mean, I could honestly care less about what someone thinks or says about me. But just knowing that I put all that time into something and then it not work out, that would be the thing that would like kill me in that situation. Like it would make me to where yes, I would want to still do it, but I wouldn't have the motivation to keep on doing things like that. I genuinely enjoy streaming, and I don't really care if I don't get watched that much, or it's nice to talk to people and like with chat and stuff like that. But like sometimes I just feel like that hey, there's just not gonna be anybody watching today, or I feel like sometimes it doesn't work out like how you want to, which I know it doesn't. It's not going to be like that. It's not that easy.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be discouraging at times, and that's very hard to stay motivated whenever that happens.
Yeah, well, for you personally, I would say probably hide your viewer count for the start, because I know that was super demotivating for me as well, and just focus on like the content and the chat and all that stuff. For me, my theory on streaming and YouTube and content creation, all that stuff, is you should and shouldn't treat it like a hobby. That's my bad. You should treat it like a hobby in the way that like you shouldn't do it for the purpose of I need to make money from this, right? You should approach it with like I just want to make content that I want to make. I want to do it well, and all that stuff. But you shouldn't treat it like a hobby in the way that you do need to invest time into it, and you need to invest even sometimes like money, like upgrading your stream or investing in like overlays or whatever, even though that's not always necessary. Investing that time, because it's not just something that you can do on the side and just pick up whenever, just occasionally, right? Like you kind of have to stick with it.
Have you hit affiliate yet, Niner?
Yes, I have hit affiliate.
Oh, then just don't even worry about the numbers. I completely focused on the numbers until I've hit affiliate, and now I don't care, right? Because up until that point, you have to worry about it, so like you're not like, right? Because once you hit affiliate, the next milestone is so far away that you just don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, just a quick question. once you hit affiliate, are you able to have that taken from you by
No.
no longer reaching the goals?
No.
If you don't stream for a while, they'll deactivate your account in a certain way to where they charge like a fee for reactivating, like you getting subscriptions. It's weird, but like you don't lose the affiliate.
Right.
Okay.
The only other way is if you're like streaming on other platforms or something like that, and you're like earning money from them as well,
like Facebook gaming.
Or yeah, like if you are affiliate on Twitch and you are streaming at the same time to other platforms, then I don't know. It's something in the affiliate contract where it's like you can't post content that's been on Twitch until like 24 hours after it or something like that.
And that's the reason why EJ has not gone over to be affiliate. I know
Right.
that for a fact.
Because once he becomes affiliate, he can't stream on YouTube and whatever else at the same time. So
there are a couple people who have, once they've hit partner, been able to make a deal where they can do restream outside of stuff.
that's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know. So the whole Twitch thing, it's fun with exceptions.
Yeah.
Because my least favorite thing right now, at least for me, is not having... Because I have people that come and will continuously watch, but not having like the fully active chat. Because the one benefit I see to streaming over just doing like a let's play is having that chat to talk to. So when no one's talking in the chat, it's like, where do I necessarily go from here, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I really like streaming on the EvoTech channel when I do, because there's people that come there every single day and consistently chat with the people playing.
Right.
It's it's a nice bout of interaction.
I don't know. I could literally talk about this for hours. It's a lot of encouraging engagement per se, like asking questions or like commenting on what you're doing and talking about what you're doing and kind of encouraging questions from the chat. Like, you know, it's a lot, and obviously like it's really hard to get people to do that. There's I guess at that point just focus on it like it's a video, you know, where you're just trying to make jokes and entertain people and hopefully eventually someone is entertained enough to comment on what's happening. So
I'd say I don't really care about the actual viewers that much. It's just that like I need to know when I need to be actually doing something. Say there's like a dry spot where I know no one's watching and like, you know, I don't know if anybody's in chat to like ask questions. Say if I ask questions that I don't get a response or anything, I'm like, okay, well, there may not be anybody here. So then I'll just kind of like be at my own thing, and then like I'll look over like, oh hey, someone's chatting. I'll say some things, and then I'll try to be focusing on the chat, and then sometimes the game, and then it's just like sometimes it's a battle between those two. I want to be entertaining, but then also like be able to talk with chat at the same time. And I do know that I need to be active with chat, but then whenever I'm used to like some streams where there's nobody in chat, that's kind of hard to do. I'm like more focused on the game. I'm like, hey, you know, might as well just focus on the game because there's no one here.
I will say that is not necessarily good for viewer retention.
right,
Because
yeah.
if a viewer comes onto your stream and sees you for 1 second, maybe they'll say one thing in the chat, maybe they'll say nothing. But if they see you are not directly talking and actively engaged, they're not going to stay there.
Right.
Or at least I will not, as a viewer of Twitch streams.
Yeah, like if you think that no one's in your chat and you start like going through your phone or whatever, then someone's gonna pop in and see you on your phone. They're gonna be like, "Oh, okay, he doesn't talk to chat or anything. Or he's not engaging, right?" Like you need the thing is it's like radio. You can't have dead air.
Yeah.
Or you try not to have dead air as much as possible, so that if people tune in, you know, they see that things are happening or they hear that things are happening and they want to engage with that and they want to be a part of it.
And I do believe it's definitely easier to like whenever you have people you're playing with, but whenever I'm like by myself, it's very hard for me to like think of something either to talk about or something to say, because I mean, you know, I'm kind of socially awkward at times. You know, I can be a people person, but that's whenever there's people to actually talk to.
At that point, I would do the thing where you think out loud.
Mhm.
Like you play Valorant, you play Apex, you know, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Why are you buying these weapons? Why are you positioning yourself here or here? Why are you, like, think of what chat would probably ask and answer that already, right?
Yeah.
I'll say out loud while I'm playing Apex, you know what? I'm gonna switch to the flatline because I think I do better with this weapon, blah, blah, blah. And that encourages people to be like, well, why do you do better with that weapon? Why do you prefer that weapon over, well, So thinking out loud definitely can encourage a lot of chatters as well.
Okay.
Professional Twitch streamer Imblor here.
Yeah, I was gonna say this has just become
Dude,
encouraging.
I've been watching a lot of videos on this stuff, so yeah, I'm trying to learn and trying to improve always.
All right, well, let's see. I think we should probably wrap up there. Anyone have any like closing statements maybe you want to?
Yeah, I need to eat. Stu is hungry. So
Down in the description below, we will put the links to the channels of, and in Niner's case, his Twitch.
Yo.
These here
Shameless plug.
EvoTechnicians. Yes. Thank you, Niner. Thank you, Stu. Thank you, co-host Greencat. It was a pleasure.
It was.
Podcasting today.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Of
thanks.
course.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and we will be back in 2 weeks. I think that's the schedule.
Tentatively.
Tentative.
I don't know.
the
I don't know if
tentative
we
2
should have
weeks.
like a definite schedule.
Probably 2 weeks. We'll see you then.
Nice.